Welcome back to sailing here in beautiful Montague Foreshore. I'm Dwight Hart, joined by Captain Plug Stafford Patterson out of Abaco. And we also have joined us on the broadcast for this B-class sloop sailing, Miss Rhiannon Thomas, and she is of Crybaby fame, also sailing out of Abaco, sailed in the E-class earlier today. Rhiannon, welcome to the broadcast. Happy to have you with us. Captain Plug, we got B-class about to get started.
They're actually underway. Sails are up. They're just clearing the start line now. Looks like everybody's got a pretty clean start there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sails I see. I know we have 8 boats registered, so we are missing a boat. Either she didn't get to the line or have yet to get her sail up. Not sure as yet which boat that is. We'll get some identification, hopefully from Radari out on the water. But the boats are coming into view right now on your screens. You can see on your left the blue boat. I believe that is Ant's Nest.
Ant's Nest, yes.
Yep. And
I think you got Susan Chase.
Susan Chase in there as well. Then you have Udiva.
And Lonesome Dove.
18, Lonesome Dove. Sail number 5, Barbarian 1. We have Lady Sonia, I believe, to the far right, red boat.
Yes, number 24.
And
Not sure who that is in between.
probably Cobra. I think maybe Cobra would sail number 17.
17, yes.
Yeah. So I think the Old Boy and Queen Drusilla may be the 2 boats that.
Okay, and I see Lonesome Dove is tacking off.
Yep, trying to get out of that mix right there. And
There's the Ant's Nest.
There's the Ant's Nest, sailing pretty good nifty speed right now. Breaking away from the pack, really. But again, this is just the first lay. They're going to have to make their way back, I believe. And again, I believe we're following the same triangular course as the races from earlier today. I don't see the mark that has normally been here at the foreshore. Oh, I see. They may have moved it up a bit just because the tide.
It's off to our right there.
Yeah, up to our right. So, Rhiannon, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How's it been going so far for you?
Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. This morning's race was fantastic. There were 35 boats on the line and managed to pull off a really good finish. Right. You know, I had young Drake Knowles with me this morning, which was a pleasure.
Right. You know. Where did you place in the E-class?
Pretty sure 8th. We crossed the line 8th.
Well, that's overall. Not bad. Out of 36 boats, that's pretty good.
I'm pretty stoked. Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So well, you guys are in the E-class boats, the smaller boats. What was the seas like? Was there any problem with the seas out there today?
No. Oh, my goodness. We really had to stay quiet, stay low, stay still. Very little wind this morning. You know, it was borderline sort of a drifter. But we somehow managed to find the pockets of wind and just make it happen and had a...
All right. We're going to be shifting out to Radari on the water right now, who's going to give us an update on the start. Waiting for that, Finn Radari.
All right, the sun is going down, the last race of the day, which is the B class. We shifted, obviously, the A for the B. And this one, we have Iron Goodnight out in front, which is a bit of a surprise. But we have Iron Goodnight out in front. We got Barbarian in this one. We got Lady Sonia. We got Old Boy. Obviously, the defending champion, Susan Chase. We got Lonesome Dove, which was the reason why we switched out the A for the B. And I think, who else we got? We got Lady Sonia. We already got Lady Sonia in there. So far, Iron Goodnight is out in front. This one should be competitive once we get into the second lap.
All right, so there's Radari. We're going to give him a little lesson in boats. Iron Goodnight is a C-class boat.
I was thinking, did they change classes overnight or something?
Would not be sailing.
Same color hull, perhaps.
Yeah, but I believe he may be referring to the Ant's Nest.
Yeah, I think so.
As opposed to Iron Goodnight.
Yeah, Ant's Nest, she's continued on that. Well, they've just tacked over now as I'm speaking. They've tacked over.
Going back to port.
Yep. And on the screen there, you got Barbarian, Lonesome Dove, and Susan Chase.
Susan Chase, yeah. On the same lay at the moment. Not sure who's on top of who. Looks like Barbarian sailing certainly lower just because of the size that we can see from the screen. Susan Chase may be higher but also further away from the mark. So I would like to go on a limb and say between the Susan Chase and Lonesome Dove right now, Lonesome Dove may have the edge.
It's looking kind of like it right now. But we still got a ways to go to that first marker.
Yeah.
And Steven's got his hat on, so
Yeah.
see how it plays out when it gets there. Both sails filled up pretty good. Not too much pressure.
Yeah.
You know, just speaking of Lonesome Dove, it's been a very rough 24 hours. You know, we broke our mast yesterday, and I think this is the first time I've exhaled. We finally made it to the finish line, and, you know, Mark Knowles was out there just doing his thing, and we got it together. Yeah, we're very grateful for the race committee for doing that, for switching the races, for switching the classes. That was very
Sporting.
very sporting, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, kudos to that, and kudos to everybody that helping us. We mentioned you're just talking about Lonesome Dove. Those guys are just now
tacking
back
over
on attack.
Yep.
Start attack, and let's see how that plays out as it relates to the two boats below them.
Hansness is on the track back, so we'll see what kind of a crossing situation we have when they come together.
Yep.
See if it was worth the risk going way out there to the left side.
Well, here goes Lonesome Dove, and she's gone across number 5.
Susan Chase.
That's Barbarian.
Barbarian, sorry.
Yep. And then she's about to go across Udiva, I believe, as well, number 17. Sorry, Udiva sailing number 20. And now here comes Susan Chase on the same tack as Lonesome Dove. So if we were to go out on a limb, it looks like Lonesome Dove may be, certainly at this point, the lead of the pack coming from the right side of the course.
Yeah, it's a little too early to say who's actually out in a solid lead, but there's a good shot of the Ants Nest.
Yeah, I think once Lonesome Dove and Ants Nest have their reckoning based on where they are, I think that may certainly determine
that should tell the story,
who's in the lead.
Ants Nest on a port tack, pushing, heading up towards the...
3 boats now coming back. Actually, 3 boats now coming back on starboard. And I think that's, actually at this point, it looks like maybe 4 boats already coming back on starboard. You have the Lonesome Dove, you have Susan Chase, you have Udiva in a line. Lady Sonia about to join them, as well as Barbarian 1. I think that's Barbarian 1 first, and then Lady Sonia.
Perfect conditions out here too. Really perfect. I mean, this morning was very, very light. We were struggled with this, but this is great.
Yeah, and
there's the Lonesome Dove. If you look carefully towards the top of the mast, you can see a spot without paint. That's where she was patched and put back together.
Right.
And looks like they got the medium large sail on. Got some empty boom there sticking out the back. Right now she's looking pretty trim.
Yeah, sailing extremely well. And
we're at a full moon, dead low tide at the moment, aren't we? I mean, it's
coming back up. Actually,
it
was even lower during the A-class race earlier. So it's tide's starting to come back up.
Which of course plays a huge role in
this is showing low tide was 110, and we have a high tide at 657. So we're about half tide coming up. So I'm wondering with the incoming tide pushing towards the east there, what kind of effect it'll have on this upwind leg.
All these factors play such a huge role in
all right, so I believe, sorry, Rhiannon, I think we're going to have our first indication of who is leading this race. The 2 boats at the far left of the course, closest to the mark, are going to come to a starboard port interaction right now with, it looks like...
Hansness is tacking.
Hansness tacking, and so that means that she's now trying to cover Lonesome Dove coming from behind, but the Dove is coming with a world of speed.
A lot of speed there, and she's
above. She's going to walk right by them.
Yeah,
look at that.
Dove's got the speed, and they...
All right, Rodari is out there and about to tell us who's going to get to that mark.
All right, I want to make a quick correction. It's not Iron Goodnight. It's actually Ants Nest 2. Ants Nest 2 is right alongside Lonesome Dove. They're both heading towards the buoy. This is tight. A lot of good sailing. Oh, I think the Abaco boys are edging them out. Those guys are always so militant. They always sail so well together. They tack, I think, better than everybody else. So they're looking really good in this particular race. It's really fortuitous that these guys actually got this boat fixed. Wouldn't have been a good regatta without the Abaco boats sailing. And right behind them is Ants Nest 2. And the defending champion, Susan Chase. The winningest, I think, B-class in the history of all regattas. But it's still the first day of sailing, so a lot of ground to catch up the next 3 days. It was very tight between Udiva and Barbarian. They're like, are they touching? So you can pan over there to the left, let's see. They're side by side as well. So between first and second is tight, and between fourth and fifth looks pretty tight. Again, we'd like to apologize for the drone going down. We will remedy that for tomorrow's races, but unfortunately, Seagull had other ideas. That happens sometimes.
All right, there you have it. Rodari live on the scene and telling us what we
check them out there on the Pry.
Rodari's still
Delwood has been sailing really well in the last two regattas, and he said before this regatta he was coming to take the best of the best. So this is where he starts to make his stand. But Udiva is edging him out for fourth place. That's Mr. Sheldon Gibson. Sheldon Gibson's boat. Mr. Gibson was the creator of the E-Class many, many years ago. Taking up the rear is Lady Sonia and Old Boy. Pretty sure Buzzy's got some colorful language on board, but thank God we're censored. And we don't have a camera on board. But it's the first lap. We'll see what's going to happen for the second.
Okay, so we bring it back here to the broadcast center. Lonesome Dove in first place. Ant's Nest 2 in second. Susan Chase in third place. Top three boats. And they're going to make their way towards the Montague Foreshore and a buoy marker pretty much just to the east, I guess you would say, from where we're sitting.
Where is it in relation to Rough Justice?
I think it's sitting out here.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
It's
yeah.
just to the right.
All
again.
right. Yeah, they've really moved that out there, perhaps because the wind may have. Yeah, the wind's
Or
about
the
same.
tide, possibly.
Well, tide's coming
Well,
back
yeah,
up.
that's true, yeah.
We're half tide. They like to try to bring the finish in as close to the shore as they can for the spectators, but anyway, we got a ways to go there now. So we'll see if they round that to finish this leeward run, and.
Did not get a confirmation that we are sailing a triangular course, but I see that the start mark buoy is still there, so I'm assuming that it's going to be a port to port again.
I would think so, yeah. And that's, I mean, we still got an hour before sunset, so we got enough time to get in a full race, 2 laps, triangular.
Okay, so we're going to just wait now for the boats to make their way in. Lonesome Dove. Looks like she's putting just a little extra space now between herself and second place. You can see on your screens, though, Lonesome Dove to your right, number 18, and to the left, number 4, is Susan Chase. But we know that Ant's Nest 2 came around the mark in second place, so she's probably just a little bit wide at the moment, but I believe still holding on to second place.
Abaco Boys got the boat trimmed pretty good. Still got a lot of boom sticking out, so I know that we don't have a super big sail. This is what we call the medium large. We don't have a large. But she's holding on pretty good to that lead there. Now you can see second place, Ant's Nest,
Yep, to the
over
left.
to the left, and then Susan Chase in the middle.
Ant's Nest looking like she is the one carrying the largest main sheet out there, from what I can see.
Rihanna, when you're on the downwind like this, what's in your opinion the most important thing for the crew, the skipper and the crew to do?
Be still.
Yep.
You know, there's the death roll in the downwind leg. It's not, it can be very challenging, especially in higher winds. You know, you've got the boom all the way out there, and one little rock, even like boat wake or something, you could really dip that boom and get yourself in a bit of a mess. You don't have to worry about it too much today. It's lighter winds, lighter conditions, but, on the heavier days. But,
So
yeah.
Keep your weight low and still.
Keep your weight low and still.
I
That's
got
right.
you. All right. So here we got Ansness going wing on wing. See if that's going to improve their position a little bit. We talked about this in the A-class race. You can see the barman there holding the whisker pole, holding the jib out, trying to catch some more wind. Great shot of the crew, basically keeping still, like Rhiannon and I were just talking about.
And Rihanna, you know, while we're at it, you are a rarity in sloop sailing, not only from a sailing perspective, but also from a boat ownership perspective. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in sailing. Like, what drove you to get involved in this man's sport?
Right.
Primarily?
My first regatta was Long Island in 1998, I think it was. You know, I helped raise the Abaco Rage off the bottom of the harbor in Man-O-War, and I've always loved sailing. I've always sailed. I teach kids how to sail, and the important thing about sailing is that you can adjust your sails, and it's just so very much like life. You know, life goes on and things happen, and you can adjust your sails, and that's the one thing I teach the kids when they are sailing. So I've been around a long time, and when we retired the Rage, you know, we needed less crew. So I would go to regattas and not really get on board, and I said, you know what, I need my own boat. I need to be able to sail every time I go down to regattas, so that's where the Crybaby key, yeah. I was down in Exuma 2 years ago and talked to Buzzy, and he goes, I got one right here for sale. And so I did the deed, and yeah.
There you go.
It's been a lot of fun.
Welcome to boat ownership.
Oh, my gracious. You know, just watching us, the Abaco crew, doing the mast, you do this for the love and for the passion. You don't do it for, you know, it's just blood, sweat, and tears. Honestly, it is. And a lot of work, a lot of effort goes into these boats, a lot of money, and this is a huge passion, and I love to see it grow, and I'm excited that the kids, the junior programs are growing throughout the country too, which is very exciting.
Right. In Abaco, as you are teaching sailors, are you seeing additional interest from young women, female people trying to get involved?
Not so much in Abaco right now. Unfortunately, Abaco, Hopetown is the only island in Abaco that has a sailing program. Unfortunately, you know, Green Turtle doesn't have one, Marsh Harbor doesn't have one, and we're holding strong. It fluctuates, you know, it varies. One year, a couple of years, you might have a lot of kids, and then the next few years, you know, they kind of grow out. And
right.
But I mean, being the national sport of the Bahamas, it's so important to just get the kids out on the water.
Right.
You know, and my thing is, of course, girls, females, get out there. You can do it. You can do it.
All right. Well, the boats are making their way now to the downwind mark for this first rounding, first lap complete. And I believe, Cap, that Lonesome Dove is holding on to the lead.
Still in the lead.
They are, yep. I think they're getting set for the jibe. See some crew moving around there. Here they go. They're jibing around.
Duck down, guys. Duck down, duck down, duck down.
Get a nice clean jibe. Clear that marker. And sheet in and harden up onto the wind. Skipper Jeff Gale there on the tiller.
Anson's 2, right behind him.
Yep.
Yep, only a few seconds behind. They are right on the heels of the Lonesome Dove. And Susan Chase coming in right behind Anson's.
So a quick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Fortunately, the winds are light enough that a jibe is not really, you know, that challenging today. But
no,
you know,
not today.
Heavier winds, we wouldn't have been jibing, I'm sure.
So there's Anson's. They're trying to pinch up into the wind to see if they can get above Lonesome Dove. See if they've got enough speed to do that. Meanwhile, Susan Chase takes the marker wide, really wide, unless Stefan's trying to go to get out of the disturbed air. Now he's getting his boat speed back up. Still looks like he's a little below the ant's nest. Meanwhile, Lonesome Dove just pumping it up, right straight up into the wind almost, really pinching it off and going way up to windward over these other two boats. What a move. Here's Stefan and the Susan Chase trying to get above Ant's nest.
Bad air there, yeah.
Now, Anson's struggling to get it up into the wind. Meanwhile, Dove is off there into it, and Susan Chase maybe going to take second place here as we go along towards the start line marker over there off of Dick's Point.
Udiva now coming around in 4th place.
She's looking beautiful. Udiva is looking beautiful. The paint job is gorgeous. I mean, really,
nice.
Really nice.
Yeah. Sheldon Gibson.
Nice clean rounding. Get the jib over. Harden up.
Shot of Susan Chase from boat cam.
Susan Chase holding on to third place, trying to get around. Ant's Nest is in second, currently in second, but doesn't look like they're able to right at the moment.
All right, looks like Lady Sonia going around in 5th place, followed by Barbarian 1 in 6th. And that Old Boy, I believe, or Sue's, Old Boy.
Oh boy.
Or Cobra in 7th. Got to see the sale number to confirm. I believe Old Boy.
Lady Sonia, 24. 5 is the Barbarian.
11. Sale number 11. That's old.
That's Old Boy, yeah.
Yeah, Old Boy.
Okay, so looks like Queen Drusilla and Cobra are the 2 B-class registered boats that are not in this current race.
Yeah, too bad for Higgins. He's had a rough time in the last couple of regattas. You know, he broke a mast in one of the regattas recently, and he put her in the water late yesterday afternoon and was hoping to make it. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, there you can see the top 4 boats, left to right, Ant's Nest, Udiva, and then over on the right side of the screen, you got Lonesome Dove and Susan Chase. I think the positions are still as they were when they cleared the leeward marker, Lonesome Dove, Ant's Nest, Susan Chase, Udiva. But the depth perception from this angle is difficult to confirm, so we'll wait till they clear the start line marker and start heading up to the north over towards Athol Island and the windward marker by the Narrows.
Definitely good showing from the Abaco crew on Lonesome Dove. And again, as you mentioned, they had to delay the B-class start in order to allow Lonesome Dove crew to make some repairs to the mast. They were successful in doing that, and now looking pretty good, sailing in 1st place in this first serious qualifying race to get to Sunday's best of the best.
Wouldn't that be something, yeah. I think this is the first time I've exhaled. You know, we were over there at Potter's Key, and Mark's just getting it ready, and it was just the timing was so crucial.
Yeah.
But and so many others have made it happen before. They've broken things and gotten out there and just made it happen. And it's the passion. That's all it is. It's passion.
Yeah, everybody pitches in. You know, you don't want to see somebody left on the sidelines when you could get them back in with a little assistance or materials or something like that. It's a camaraderie thing.
Absolutely. And I've experienced that too with, sailing with all the other skippers. The camaraderie is wonderful, and they've accepted me, and I hope to grow female crew.
Dare I say you're one of the boys now?
Oh, yeah. I've worked hard to get this far, man. I worked hard with you boys. I go home every regatta crying, back in the 90s, 2000s, and saying, I'm never doing this again. I know, but every year.
All right, Lonesome Dove now about to go around the check mark and head over towards Athol Island.
Watch
squarely in 1st place.
Andrew on the main sheet there. He's going to start sheeting in, bring that main in as tight as possible so skipper Jeff Gale can punch her up into the wind. There we go. Nice, clean rounding.
Oh, beautiful.
And that sail's looking real good.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like she's put a little bit more distance between herself and 2nd place. We're going to wait to see where Barbarian 2 and Susan Chase, who were duking it out for 2nd and 3rd place. And it looks like they are neck and neck, with Barbarian just holding on and holding off Susan Chase just by not even a full boat length.
Is that Barbarian or Ant's Nest?
Ant's Nest, too.
Ant's Nest coming around a 3rd.
Yep, Ant's Nest 2 going around 2nd place.
2nd place, sorry.
Yep. With Susan Chase right behind.
Yeah, kudos to you all. I remember we did this in Georgetown, Stafford, you and I, and there's sail switching going on, and you're calling one sail number, and it's a borrowed sail, and very challenging. But you guys are doing a great job.
Well, thank you. So far, this regatta, I think the sail numbers have been matching
the boats.
Oh, that's good.
So I think I only recall one in the E-class earlier today. There's a great shot of the B-class boats. Clearing the start marker there, completing the 1st lap. Heading up towards the windward marker on the beginning of the 2nd lap.
Ant's Nest is going to move away and not fight Stefan too hard. Upwind. They've gone now on a Starboard tack. We're gonna sail.
Be interesting to see if Ant Nest goes over towards the Paradise Island like they did in that first lap.
All right, and we're gonna bring Rodari in, and Rodari is going to update us on what just transpired.
All right, so we're heading up to the final stretch, and listen, it was a little exciting a little while ago where Running Tide took over Ant's Nest. They were side by side for a minute, and then Ant's Nest kind of pulled away. But right now, if you pan to the right, you'll see that Lonesome Dove is all on a lonesome, heading into the final stretch. These guys are sailing really, really, really well. So Jeff Gale and crew, he said they were coming to perform well at this regatta, and they definitely are living up to his word. I think Lady Sonia has actually made a move, but they may have backed off a little bit. Tomorrow we'll have our drone back up in the air. For right now, just enjoy the view from our on-water camera, but sun is going down at Montague Foreshore. Day one of the best of the best. Final race of the day. We'll pick this up near the finish line.
All right, and there is Rodari, and definitely we're gonna pull him in after the race and sit him down and give him a little
Running Tide is
lesson.
a B-class boat.
I think he wanted to say Susan
We
Chase.
forgive you, Rodari. We forgive you.
Yeah.
He got the island right anyway.
Yeah, and the skipper. So Stefan sailing Susan Chase, and I think he was trying to say that it looked like at one point Susan Chase was making a move on Ant's Nest, but Ant's Nest, I think, is still holding on to second place.
And here in the middle of the screen, you got number 5 there, Barbarian. Looks like they got boat speed over Lady Sonia.
Yep.
That's right behind them. Barbarian, yep, she's inching ahead of number 24, Lady Sonia out of Exuma. Delworth and crew there on Barbarian.
They're trying to run down Udiva, who's just ahead of them.
They've got a pretty good head of steam going.
Wild
boy
to
there on the right.
Old boy to the right, yes. But first, second, third, I believe, still holding steady. Lonesome Dove, Ant's Nest 2, and Susan Chase. And they would be further to the left of where our cameras are currently pointing.
So when did the drone, we think the Seagull ran into the drone? What class was that?
C-class.
Oh, in the C class,
Yeah.
okay. You sure it wasn't the Seagull that ate your conch salad earlier, Stafford?
Could have been, you know. The seagull thing with my conch salad was during lunch, so that was after the drone strike.
Dangerous seagulls patrolling
I tell you.
Montague Foreshore.
Yeah, don't leave your food unattended for a second.
Don't send a drone up unless you have a machine gun mounted to knock them out of the sky. As it shot up the Ant's Nest, sailed beautifully set. Just a beautiful, beautiful shot of her.
Great heel going on, good angle. Spectator boat coming alongside. Susan Chase coming up with some speed on her.
Trying to chase her down.
And they are above. Yeah. Definitely got some speed over Ant's Nest right now.
Yeah. Yes, walking by right now.
So this could be third and second changing hands. I don't think they're on ley line to the windward marker, so they're going to have to attack back. There goes the Ant's Nest now attacking back. Yep. Probably not a bad idea at all.
Yep.
And they'll get up to windward and come into the marker there on starboard tack.
Stefan covering almost immediately.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, look at him go.
Yeah, that's what you got to do if you want to hold your position. I wouldn't say he's given up on catching first place, but let's hold on a second for sure. So they are to windward, but Ant Nest maybe a little bit further out front. Ant Nest so named because the owner of the boat got all the materials and piled them up in his backyard, and they sat for an extended period of time. And one day a friend came over and said, man, if you don't do something with that pile of lumber there, it's going to turn into an ant's nest.
Yeah.
I love stories about
And that's how the boat got its name. They finally got it built, and she's Ant's Nest. Great shot there. Udiva and Sonia duking it out.
Barbarian as well, to the left. And Udiva was in 4th place. And Sonia trying to see if we can make a move on her. There's Ant's Nest, who's on a port tack at the moment.
Yep.
Going up.
They'll go up, and when the skipper thinks they can make the marker, they'll tack over on starboard and come booming in. Good shot of the Lonesome Dove, keeping it trimmed just right. Got, looks like 2 people out in the prize. 3, 4, 5. So 7 crew, maybe. It's light air. You don't need 9. It's pretty much what you'll see on a real heavy air day.
Yeah, so who's falling all the way back out there then? Who would that be?
Old Boy, I
Oh, that's
believe.
Old Boy, okay.
I believe that would be Old Boy.
That is the Old Boy, yep. Whitehall, number 11. All right, Udiva's tacking over. She's going to try to stay above Lady Sonia.
Who's also tacked as well. Barbarian, also from the bottom left. Dove now is going back on her starboard lay, and I believe she can probably make the mark from there.
I'm sure that's the intent. I don't think they want to do extra tacks if it's necessary, you know.
That's the thing. I mean, these winds can just switch, and all of a sudden you've got to make an extra tack, and it's pretty steady today, but this morning was very, very shifty. It seems to be fairly steady in the same direction today, so.
And now you see Susan Chase in the middle of your screen, going back also to starboard.
Dove on the far left of your screen with a pretty nice lead right at the moment. This is the second lap. They'll clear the windward marker, and we presume they'll finish, as all the other classes have done today, in close proximity to the beach here.
Just out of view of our camera, but now coming back into view would be Ant's Nest now also. Now going back on her starboard lay. And so those 3 boats are going to be making their way to this upwind mark for the final time, and then they're going to make their way home for the finish stretch. But Lonesome Dove really, really, really doing a number.
Really taking the lead now.
Everybody else.
Well, I know the crew was disappointed with their finish in the C class this morning, so maybe that's given them a little bit of extra motivation to come out here and do what they're doing in the B.
Yep, and there she goes, going around for the final time.
You know, I think sitting here was the first time I've exhaled all day, just watching them get that, you know, it was incredible. Really, really incredible.
Well,
so.
Don't sound celebrating yet.
No,
they still got to get to the finish line.
Certainly not. I mean, they're way ahead, and anything can happen. And
They're well clear of the mark now and setting sails for the downwind run. See if they go wing on wing, or maybe don't even risk that extra movement. Don't want to have a crew person fall in the Montague Bay there and mess things up. There's the chase.
Susan Chase making her way now to the mark. She is taking over second place from Ant's Nest 2.
Bowman looking, getting ready to call the marker for the skipper, giving him directions. It's very difficult for the skipper to see through the sail to see where the marker is, so depends on the bowman to direct him.
Yeah, you really got to rely. Sometimes you're sailing out there blind. I mean, you just can't see what's going on. You're relying very much heavily on your crew and your bowmen, and you know.
Susan
team.
Chase wide around the marker, setting sails now for the downwind run. And Ant Nest getting ready to clear the marker. Crew getting in position. Bowman again, calling out directions and distances to the skipper. Coming in on that marker. You want to avoid contact, of course. Oh, they're well clear of the marker there. They'll ease the sails out.
So top 3 around and headed home. Lonesome Dove, number 18. Susan Chase, number 4. Ant's Nest 2, number 6. And they're making their way now to the finish gun. 4th place to be determined. I believe right now it looks like Lady Sonia duking it out with Barbarian 1, closely followed by Old Boy, who we thought was out of it, but seems to be back in it.
They found some
Well,
speed. And it
they
looks,
really gained, didn't they?
Yeah, and Udiva now being left in the dust.
a three-way fight there coming up for a position
Oh,
when,
yeah.
when they get up to the marker here.
It's going to be interesting.
Sonia's on the inside.
So everybody's going to have to give her way to get around.
Absolutely, give Bowie room.
Well, I mean, Old Boy came flying from way back at the top of the. I mean, she went way up.
They found some speed, and I think they're on the outside,
Yeah.
which puts Barbarian the meat in the sandwich.
And we'll see how this plays out. Lady Sonia is going to have to hope that she is above the mark, because if she has to tack again, that would be to her demise. But if she's able to make the mark from that line, she's got herself
And
fourth place.
the Barbarian has to give her room to maneuver, as
well as
Old Boy has
Old
to
Boy.
give Barbarian room to maneuver.
Yeah. All right. Okay, definitely looks like Lady Sonia is going to be able to make it.
Three abreast.
And she's gone around. Fourth place. Buzzy doing well to get back into the mix of things. Barbarian close on her heels and is going to try to possibly get to the inside, but Buzzy's not going to have it. And Barbarian forcing Old Boy to go even wider. Udiva giving up a fourth place, now in seventh place. And so a nifty little race going on for fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh.
Yep. They're having fun back there, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Lonesome Dove lead may have extended just a little bit over second place, the Susan Chase. And they're heading down towards the finish. I'm not seeing well, there is a committee boat out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we do have a line. Yep, that's
We have a line, yep.
the two red buoys marking out the finish line.
Lonesome Dove right now about 3 minutes away, I believe, from crossing in first place, barring any.
Just walking down to that finish line.
Yeah, doing extremely well. And like you would have said, Jeff Gale and crew making up for the not so
Good race in
good race in the C
earlier.
class earlier today.
Well, they said there was the start line C class was
Very messy.
a little convoluted, and they had a bad start and really weren't able to improve their position over that.
Yeah, the E-Class had a pretty messy start this morning, too. Nobody was really quite lined up, and I don't know if it had to do with the tide or, everybody was kind of pointing everywhere.
Maybe it had something to do with the amount of E-class boats.
Well, this is true. This is true.
There were a lot of them out there, that's for sure. And that's a good thing, because the E-Class boats are geared towards the juniors.
Absolutely.
And some regattas do allow adults to sail them, and that's fine. But I think it'd be really cool if we have a repeat of last year, where a junior won overall and beat all the adults that were in the E-Class.
Good chance of that
A
happening.
very good chance of that happening. These boys are very, very competitive and very hard to beat.
There's a Lonesome Dove tearing up Montague Bay in his first B-Class race of 3 heat races. And then we'll take the top boats after those 3 heats and put them in a 1-race shootout on Sunday. Right now, Lonesome Dove owning Montague Bay in the B-Class. Susan Chase and Ant's Nest duking it out for second and third. Susan Chase with a little bit of an advantage over Ant's Nest. There's a good shot of the two of them. Chase got about 2-3 boat lengths on Ant's Nest. Sails are looking pretty trim. Jib sizes are about the same on those 2 boats.
I'd like to see a format where the top 3 boats get to Sunday and then have a 3-race sail off between those top three.
You know, the one race shootout, yeah, the whole thing comes down to one race.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, to draw a parallel, NASCAR, I'm a big NASCAR fan. They have currently they have the same format. It all comes down
One
to the
race.
last race of
Yeah,
the season.
yeah.
Don't care how good you did during the regular season, that last race determines who's the champion.
That's rough.
Super Bowl as well. You know,
Yep.
I think only basketball and baseball really, you know, demonstrate a true test of who's the best because they go to a 7-game format in that. So, but you know, we're evolving as a sport, so we'll see.
But you know, I mean, having the one race shootout thing, I mean, it really can be proven to show who is really the best of the best. You know, okay, yeah, so you have a 3-race shootout, then you have 3 chances to prove you're the best of the best. But if it's only one race, you got to put up or shut up. And hey, you know, you win that race, you're the best of the best for 2025.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess you can make that argument and get a lot of support for that as well. But right now, the best of the best for Thursday in B class is going to be
Spread out,
the
too,
Lonesome
aren't
Dove, who's about to get the gun here in Montague for this first qualifying B class race.
There's a good shot of the crew. I think once they get the gun, you'll see some hands go up in the
Well
air.
deserved. Well deserved.
They may not even wait for the gun because I think they can smell it, almost taste it, almost touch it. Foot hanging over the stern, you don't see that unless you know you're going to win.
Yeah, no dragging around
Either
here.
that or you're at the very back of the fleet when it didn't matter anymore.
Right.
But congratulations to the crew from Abaco. They're about to get this first gun here. And I'm sure Rodari is going to catch up with Jeff Gale and crew. And there are a couple of hands going up. Celebration about to
Well
start.
done. They worked hard.
There's the cannon on the stern of the committee boat.
Yep, smoke's gone off. Yeah, hands in the air. Victory. A
Lonesome
class. Hands up. Congratulations, Lonesome Dove. Jeff Gale and crew.
Yeah,
Out of Abaco.
fantastic. Oh,
Good
gracious.
comeback after the mass mishap.
Susan Place coming in not far behind in second
Yep.
place.
Chase did well to chase Anson's 2 down and take over second place.
Anson's holding on to third.
Third.
And it looks like Lady Sonia is going to creep home in 4th place. And so no bananas for 4th place. I believe there's some prize money and trophies for 1st, 2nd, 3rd. But at least in 4th place, you're almost guaranteed to move ahead to the final dance if you can maintain either 4th or lower.
All right, Susan Chase across the line.
Great first day. Great first day. Gracious.
Young Christo,
Really good.
who has been doing extremely well, sailing both.
So plenty of talent there. We've got some seasoned talent, some young upcoming talent.
For sure.
That Christo Cartwright, is he? I don't think he's here, is he?
He wasn't here this morning because I think he had some
Exams. Oh, he flew in.
But,
Oh, that's great.
I believe that's him that I see on the bow.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
Fantastic.
Ansonest clearing the finish line, third place.
3rd place, yeah.
Well done. And we look, Lady Sonia should be the next.
Lady Sonia will be in 4th place.
Sail number 24.
Yep. And then we'll see who ends up in 5th between Udiva, Old Boy, and
Barbarian.
Barbarian 1. I mean, it's either one.
We don't have any new B classes, do we?
Not for a
I've
while.
seen several new E classes this
Yep.
regatta, but
Yep. Couple of new E-class, one new C-class. That's Buzzy Roll with Joker. A-class, the newest A-class is a 2-year-old.
Captain Jean
Captain
there.
Jean.
Right?
Captain Jean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We understand there's some bottom modifications to her.
Yep. And there's Captain Jean, who just called the name, and she just comes into view. But there's Lady Sonia. And
I know Buzzy's not going to be happy with that, but he's got 2 more chances to
Looks like
redeem himself.
He's got his, is that his wife, Kayla?
Oh yeah, she sails quite a bit. Yeah.
Kayla sailing there and
They got 8 crew on board today.
telling the guys that,
She keeps the peace.
yeah, we got to do better. We got to do better tomorrow.
All right. Barbarian, Old Boy, Udiva.
This one's going to be close.
Barbarian on the left there. May have Barbarian and Udiva. Maybe between those two. Looks like Old Boy slipping back a little bit.
Yeah, watching out for Barbarians. Boom.
And from his angle, neck and neck between Udiva and the Barbarian. Number 5 on the left, number 6 on the right. And number 11, Old Boy in the middle. Who's it going to be? Coming into the finish line here, Montague Bay.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty close.
Barbarian, pushing. Pan out a little bit there. And is it...
Yep, Barbarian definitely has the upper hand on Old Boy.
Right.
And we're going to now swing it out to the water. Rodari, I believe, has got the crew
All right, good.
of Lonesome Dove.
We're alongside Lonesome Dove, and they weren't even supposed to be in this race because they broke their mask. But they made it to the race, and not only that, they won it. So I'm going to pass the mic down to Jeff Gale, skipper. Jeff, talk about yesterday for now.
All right, so yesterday, went out for a little practice run, pulled the sail up, and the top 6 feet of the mast broke off. And now we're finished, done for the regatta. We thought about just cutting it off using a small sail, but went in, got Mark Knowles to help us, as well as a lot of other guys help us out, getting the crane, pull the mast out, and stayed after midnight working on it, and then 7 o'clock this morning went and worked on it some more, back in the water. The race committee was kind enough to alter the schedule and have the A class first and the B class later in the afternoon waiting for us, which was very kind. Appreciated that. And worked great. Perfect. Good as new.
Captain Patson. Said Captain Plug. Sorry, said Militant, right?
Militant.
Let everybody introduce themselves real quick. You have a small crew, so let everybody name it.
Hey, I'm Andrew Wilhoyd. I'm on main sheet.
Scott Patterson, jib and pry.
Andrew Higgs, pry.
Johnny Bethel, a pry. Dwayne Wallace, the one and only Bowman extraordinaire.
Oh, come on, Dwayne.
Thank you very much. That was great.
What a performance by Lonesome Dove.
You still on me? Rodari Return Regatta Des. So we see you guys tomorrow, back on the water for day 2.
All
man.
right.
What a way to finish up the day. I mean,
Yeah.
Lonesome Dove going from 0 to hero like that. Boy, oh boy.
You know, I had a feeling it was going to happen. There was something in me just watching this all go down in the last 24 hours. And I said, you know, I think they're going to get a bullet today. Really determined. I mean, that's nothing but determination.
Absolutely determination.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's going to be a good boost in confidence for the crew.
Absolutely.
Moving into the next 2 days of racing. And so we'll see what the future brings here. And talking about bringing, make sure and bring yourself back, either here in person to Regatta Park, or tune in to the cable TV, or if you're watching on Facebook Live or whatever it is, be sure and tune in because there's going to be a lot more action out here. Montague Bay just starting to get hot now.
Absolutely. Well, quick rundown on the races from earlier today in the E-Class, which got underway almost on time this morning. We had Miss Agnes coming across in first place, Mako coming across in second place, third place went to Papa, and fourth place went to Lady Kayla. So those are your top 4 in the E-Class. We had C-Class after that, and of course Stefan knows, showing that he's still got it when it counts. Came across in first place in Sassy Sue. Bull Reg got second place. Third place went to Sacrifice. Top 3 there. Then we had our A-Class in the middle of the day. And Legend with that big supersized sail came across in first place. Running Tide in second place. And followed by
Silent Partner
in third place.
Yep.
And then we wrapped it up just now with an awesome performance by Lonesome Dove after breaking a mast, as you heard the skipper Jeff Gill just talk about. getting it repaired. Rihanna has been on pins and needles all day. Could not breathe until just a couple of minutes ago. But all that work for them to come and pull off with a victory here in this first B-class race today here in Montague. Second place going to Susan Chase, and third place going to Ants Nest 2. And so, Cap, I think that's going to wrap it up for us for today, but it's been great so far.
Absolutely. What a great day of sailing. I'm really looking forward to the next 2 to 3 days, 3 days really. And the weather forecast looks good, so encourage you to get back into the groove tomorrow and tune in and listen and watch as we bring to you some more of our national sport.
All right, so we invite all of you sailing fans to come out again tomorrow. Tonight, no live entertainment. I know there's DJ entertainment for most part of the night. Tomorrow, they're going to have the opening ceremony. There's a Junkanoo Rush Out, and then live Bahamian entertainment all night long. So come out for sailing, of course, but for those of you that can't make it to sailing in the day, please come out in the evening and mix and mingle with the sailors and enjoy some of this real Bahamian cultural entertainment that's going to happen tomorrow evening. So, from Montague Foreshore, I'm Dwight Hart, Captain Plug, Stafford Patterson, and of course Rihanna Thomas from Crybaby fame as well.
Thanks for having me. That was a lot of fun.
It's good to have you on board.
Yep, good luck tomorrow in
Thank
class.
you. Thank you.
Try to see if you can beat some of those little kids as you go out there. All the best with that.
I'll do my best.
Well, that's going to do it for us here from Montague Foreshore for this first day of sailing, the 2025 Best of the Best. Well underway. It's been great so far, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, right around 8:30, 8 o'clock, I think the broadcast will start, and we should have another exciting day of sailing out here on the water.